Stay close, don't fall. Written by Brother P and narrated by Brother Rich Nath. If you are familiar with the Gospel blog, then you may remember that I have the opportunity to work with kids with various disabilities. And this column is to share the lessons I have learned from those kids. One particular kid I work with has frequent falls, so we spend a bunch of time working on walking without falling. When you are working on walking, especially with a frequent faller, you gotta stay close. In fact, if you know someone is about to fall, you want to get super close. The problem is the kid doesn't like me to be too close, so he keeps trying to increase the distance between him and me. Meanwhile, I keep trying to decrease the distance for when he falls, because he will fall. Now, I don't blame him for not wanting me to be up in his space. However, it is much safer for him. Why don't you try it with a loved one right now? First, stand across the room from the person and ask them to fall. Good luck getting to them in time. Next, hold their hand and ask them to fall, and you try to catch them. Don't pull their shoulder out of the socket, please. A little better, but still a hard task. Next, I want you to give them a great big hug and ask them to fall. They will have a much harder time falling, and you will have a much easier time keeping them from falling during the hug. The lesson? When you are very close to the Lord, you will have a harder time falling. All day, every day, you are on a walk, whether you are walking or not. So as you go on this walk, I recommend that you stay as close as possible to the one who can keep you from falling. Don't spend your time trying to create distance from him, but hold on tightly. P.S. Of course, he can catch you wherever you are, so no giving up, no matter what distance you have created. But you will have a harder time falling when you are centered in his hands. And it came to pass that I beheld others pressing forward, and they came forth and caught hold of the end of the rod of iron. And they did press forward through the mist of darkness, clinging to the rod of iron, even until they did come forth and partake of the fruit of the tree. 1 Nephi 8, verse 24.